Welcome. We have a Bitspower Orion GPU water block for the GeForce RTX 4090 Founders Edition. In this episode, we will unbox the Bitspower water block and then install it onto the Founders Edition 4090 PCB. We will then install the card in our test system, fill the custom loop, and perform testing to obtain thermal, power, and performance results. We will also lower and raise the power limit and undervolt and overclock the card. This is the Vector Network, and let's begin. This Bitspower Orion VGA water block is for the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 Founders Edition PCB. The water block is designed to actively cool the GPU, memory, and power stages, and passively cool the PCB hotspots that are found on the back side of the card. One last seal and we can open the box. What's in the box is a screw instruction guide, an I/O bracket, torque tools, and the requisite screws needed for installation. Let's go ahead and pull out the water block itself. The water block is covered with an acrylic top layer showing the nickel and chrome plated copper base plate. The terminals are on the end, and on the top of the card is the GeForce logo. The back plate covers the full length of the card, and the terminal is, again, located at the end of the card, rather than oftentimes at the top. Before installation, let's add some plugs to the terminal. The installation begins by first removing two torque head screws on the back plate, and then removing the back plate from the water block, which comes with pre-applied thermal pads. There are also pre-applied thermal pads on the water block. These are all cut to size and are 1 millimeter thick. Let's go ahead and peel off all the plastic film before installation. Next, let's apply Noctua NTH2 thermal paste, and then we could drop the PCB right on top. Next, let's secure the I/O bracket using the provided M3 torque head screws. After that, let's peel off the plastic film on the pre-applied thermal pads on the back plate. Then we can place the back plate right on top of the PCB along with the installation guide. We will start with the provided M2.5 torque head screws. There are 5 screws that go around the water block, and then 4 more around the location of the GPU processor, and then 2 more M2.5 torque head screws for the I/O bracket. For fittings, let's go ahead and add 2 Corsair 90-degree adapters and 2 Coolance quick disconnect male fittings. The Bitspower Orion VGA water block has a base plate that is CNC machined out of copper and then nickel and chrome plated. The base plate is designed to be large enough to fully cover the GPU and VRM area. A dual O-ring design is used to create a seal between the base plate and the water block top. Click on the link in the top right hand corner for an ASUS TUF RTX 4080 unboxing, deshroud, teardown, and thermal testing. The metal backplate increases the cooling surface area by providing passive cooling to the backside of the PCB's core, memory, and VRM sections. Let's drop the RTX 4090 in our AM5 test system and attach the quick disconnect fittings. Let's use Aqua Computer Double Protect Ultra Coolant in blue. Click on the link in the top right hand corner for the RTX 4090 Founders Edition full teardown and thermals video. The coolant is used for its combination of effectiveness and color variety. For effect, excessive bubbling may be seen during the fill footage. For testing, the bubbles have been bled out and or dissipated by itself overnight and ensure that the coolant is filled to the brim in the reservoir. To obtain the results, 3D Mark Speedway stress test was run on our open air test bench with ambient room temperature at 21 degrees Celsius. For 100% power limit stock thermals, the GPU core temperature rose 22 degrees Celsius from an idle 26 to 48 degrees Celsius under load. The GPU memory temperature rose 26 degrees Celsius from an idle 30 to 56 degrees Celsius under load. Lowering the power limit to 70%, the GPU core and memory temperatures were 6 and 5 degrees Celsius lower, respectively, compared to 100% power limit. Undervolting the card to 0.95 millivolts and adding 200 MHz to the core to arrive at a targeted 2,735 MHz core clock. The GPU and memory temperatures were 4 and 3 degrees Celsius lower, respectively, compared to 100% power limit. Raising the power limit to 130%, the GPU core and memory temperatures were 2 and 1 degree Celsius higher, respectively, compared to 100% power limit. Overclocking by increasing the power limit to 130%, adding 200 MHz to the core and 800 MHz to the memory clock, the GPU core and memory temperatures were each 2 degrees Celsius higher, respectively, compared to 100% power limit. The 100% power limit is at 450 watts. Undervolting the card reduces the wattage from approximately 405 at 90% to 340 at 76%, a 65 watt or 19% reduction. Frames per second was recorded during 3D Mark Speedway stress test. As stock, the FPS was 98, and at 80% power limit, the FPS was 96, a 2 FPS or 2% reduction. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes, as the plan is to install more water blocks onto this RTX 4090 Founders Edition and to further install it into a custom loop water-cooled PC build. Like the video by clicking the like button. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This is the Vector Network. Please click on the bell for notification when the next episode airs. Click on the links here for more videos like this, including video card and water cooling component teardowns, unboxing, thermal testing for water-cooled PC builds. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next episode.